Hello, everybody. Just give me a few minutes. I came on live a little early, I know. Might not show up for a bit on some of your pages that I am live. I gotta make sure my sound is turned down here. Yep, there we go. Now, you can see some of my shelf. My daughter set it up for me. I'm so sorry. She did her best. She's not used to doing it, so you can't see the one doll. But hey, I think she did a phenomenal job not setting up for a live before. And I thank her very much for setting this up for me. I wished you could see my beautiful bride doll here, but I can't lift her. Unfortunately, I still can't even lift this tiny baby right here. I can't even lift her. This is my right arm. I can move it. I can't use it. And I'm going to be explaining to you guys today. I had a lot of people ask me, what happened to you? Why are you gone so long? And I'm going to explain all that. It's not going to be a long live. Hello, Queen Bee, Ashley. Hello, Paula. Good to see you. And Heather is in the house. Hello, Heather. So glad to see all of you. I hope a lot more come in. I've had a lot of questions that I have been unable to answer. I have thanked many of you for emailing me and getting in touch with me. I've had phone calls from my beautiful diehards. Thank you very much for your phone calls. I haven't been able to chat as often as I would like to. I don't want to cry, guys, because I have missed you. I've missed doing the games. I've missed everything. But God has a reason why everything happens to us. And this happened for a reason. I don't know what the reason is. It is not mine to question. It is only to get through it. And I do, before I get started on what happened to me, oh, she broke her humerus bone. Well, guys, I thought so too. I thought it was, oh, just my humerus. I did not really realize the severity. Even when I was in the emergency room, I did not realize, of course, they had me all pumped up with pain drugs, you know how that goes, and even then, when they called a surgeon in, that night in the emergency room that I fell, I still did not get it. I'm so used to bouncing back and being on top of the world that I didn't get why the surgeon was standing there. And he was telling me, you really did a number on yourself. Well, when you have pain medicine in you, you're hearing, but you're in and out of it. And I do remember him saying, it's really bad, but I cannot operate tonight. I have 5 surgeries ahead of you. And I'm thinking, surgery? What? And so you're half asleep and you're like, what is going on? So I was very calm through it all. It's amazing. The pain was really intense. Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, it is a brain fog with meds. So I heard him say to the other doctor, put her in a temporary cast and get her to my associate Monday morning. And so I knew they were going to send me home in a cast, which is all right with me because I'd rather be at home than a hospital, so I was happy with that. Still, not realizing the severity of the situation. Well, let me tell you, they put that cast on me. Very painful, I might add. They kept shooting the pain meds up into my IV, and finally I said I don't want any more of that because I wanted to be able to think clearly. And so he said, well, trust me, you're going to need it when we put the cast on you. And I'm thinking, Okay, they'll put the cast on, hold my bone together, blah, 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 be okay, go home, see the doctor on Monday, no big deal. Well, I'm proud of myself for the positive thinking, but still unaware of what was really happening to me. And so I came home that night from the hospital, and it was a horrible night for my fiance and I. He was up all night with me. It was so painful, guys, I can't even tell you. I wouldn't wish it on an enemy. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I prayed and prayed and prayed that night. I've never experienced that intensity of pain. Not even when I broke my foot or my ribs, I still did not experience the intensity of the pain that I was going through. So, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. It was hard, guys. This has been a hard road for me. It's one of the longest roads I've had to endure, and I might say I'm proud of myself. I feel I have done a great job. I have missed my YouTube channel. I've missed my games terribly. I feel bad that I have fallen even further behind, but I am going to get into that another day on another video. I have some different plans for my channel and you guys, and for now, the doctor said I still cannot lift anything over a pound. So I can lift my cell phone if it's a light cell phone. If it has a case on it or anything heavy, I'm not allowed to lift that. So I have to rely on my daughter to be able to come over and set things up. So I think my lives will be few and far in between until May 25th. The doctor told me May 25th. She wants to see me again, and she said, don't get your hopes up. I'm only giving you a temporary date until I see the new x-ray and what's going on in your arm. And okay, I'll accept that. I'll take that, and I'll take it one day at a time. It was a miracle. No porcelain dolls broke. You know, it's funny that you say that, Heather, because the next day when my mind was a little clearer from all the pain drugs they shot in me, that's the first thing I asked my sweetheart. Please go check my dolls and see if any of them broke in the fall. And I you know, hey, I love my dolls. I'm a doll collector. I didn't want any of them to be broke. I truly didn't. And he come out and he said, you are not going to believe this. Not a single doll has a broken piece. And I was elated. I was elated. I'm like, not one? With all that stuff falling down on them, not one broke. And I know you guys haven't seen the top of my shelves. I haven't done a tour yet. So there are 6 porcelain dolls on the top shelf. There are 8 porcelain dolls on the second shelf. And only 2 of them fell. When I hit that shelf, 2 of them fell and didn't break. I mean, to me, that's a miracle in itself. I might have got broke, but my dolls didn't get broke. That is truly a miracle, which made me very, very happy. Now, I'm going to share one thing with you guys before I show you. The doctor let me have my images for my memory book, and I'm going to share those with you here in a minute. But I do want to share this. Now, I can't use my right arm perfectly, but I can. This is not over a pound, so I can show you this. Give it to God. I picked these up at the dollar store, guys, and I love them because when things get overwhelming, the pain is too intense, or I just miss everybody so much, I open my little can here. and I write it out, what I want to give to God, so I don't have to think about it, give it to him. He knows my needs, and I shut it up, and I've given it to God. So then he will know my needs. He can understand even if we don't speak out loud and we just write it, because our minds are saying it as we're writing it, so he can hear me. And I give it to him, and then I don't think about it again, because he can't work if I get in his way. So once I give it to him, I let it go and I move on. And boy, I'll tell you what, guys, things have really been good doing that. I've done it for quite a while. You can pick those up at the dollar store, and psychologically it does help too. And the faith I have in the Lord, that helps a lot. Yes, you put your worry on paper and put it inside. All right, so enough about that. I want to show you guys something real quick. We do have a storm coming, so I hope I don't get cut off before. I want to show you guys this. We have a real bad storm coming. So, whoops, see that? Come on, phone. There you go. Let's see if it'll, there, see? That, so if we get cut off and you lose me, you'll know why. That storm is a wicked storm coming, and it's just about on top of us. So I'm going to get started, guys, so I don't have to be on here too long. I do have to take my pain medicine, and I have to do my exercises. Yes, they have me in therapy, and I'll tell you, whoa, you talk about pain. Okay, I got these pictures. The doctor allowed me to have them for my memory book. And this one I outlined in red for you guys. Here's what happened. I didn't just break my humerus. I twisted it broke. So from the point down here, you can see how it goes bigger and bigger. It was a twisted break. And then not only did I break the humerus, I broke it away from the shoulder socket. See where she has the screws up here and here? It was broke here and here. And I'm going to show you that picture right now, what it looked like at the top of my shoulder. It was horrible, guys. I didn't even realize I had broke it. And here is the break from the shoulder. It was here. This is the top of the shoulder where it goes in, and it broke here. So she had to put these pieces together and put the humerus bone back up into the partial socket where it goes into the shoulder, into your rotator cuff. And that is where you see all the screws up here. So that is what I didn't realize, guys. I didn't realize the severity of the break. And even a spiral fracture, yeah, that's, well, a spiral break is what she said. It was a literally break. Normally, the surgery for a plate on a humerus, when you break it like a normal person, of course, I'm not normal, we all know that. When you break it like a normal person and they have to put a plate on there, it takes her about 2 hours. My surgery lasted about little over 3 hours. She had some things to do with me, let me tell you. And I'm going to show you guys. That way you get an understanding. I know some people have written me and said, it was just your humerus. Why so long? Well, it wasn't just my humerus, guys. Not like I thought it was. Even I put a video up saying I broke my humerus. I didn't even know the severity of it. So I'm not mad at anybody who questioned that. Trust me, I'm not mad at you. Hold on, guys. I'm going to take a drink. I got to use my left hand. All right. normally would have twisted the arm. Well, I did. This is what I believed happened. I don't know if it happened. It makes sense. I had moved my pet stairs for Boo Boo. You all know Boo Boo is sick and old, so he has some pet stairs to get up on the bed because of his seizures and his illness. And I had moved them to sit on them, in which I use them as a chair sometimes. But the thing I forgot to do was put them back. So, when I started the live, I noticed something on the other side of the stairs, forgetting that I had moved them. And I started walking towards my destination, and I tripped over the pet stairs right there in my way. And my right arm went down into the top of the stairs. The stairs have an opening on the top. And so my arm went down into that opening how it got in there, I'll never know. But once it got in that opening and I fell, I probably passed out for a few seconds because when the adrenaline kicked in, I was kind of dazed and I tried to move my right arm to help me get up, and it flopped out in front of me, which I knew then I was in trouble. I think once it got caught in there, that's when it twisted, because I went down to the left side and it stayed in the stairs and it twisted. And then when I tried to move, that's probably when the other two breaks happened. Now that's what the doctor and I theorize, because she couldn't even understand how I broke the upper shoulder like that. It just made no sense. What fall does make sense? Think about it, guys. You fall, anything that can happen to you when you fall, does it all make sense? No. And there's no sense driving yourself crazy trying to figure it out. You have a theory and you go with it, because that's all I can do. So when the paramedics got here, I had to shut the live. I don't even know how I function, guys, because I forgot about the live at first, and then I started to call 911, and that's when my mind came back, oh, I'm live. So I had to shut the camera off. I had to shut the alarm off. I had to make sure the door was open. All the while in extreme pain. My arm swelled up so fast. I couldn't believe how fast it's... Wow. So when the paramedics got here, I said, I'm over here. Come in the other door. So they came in the door. And he said, oh my, what did you do? I said, I broke my arm, I believe. I need to go to the hospital. He's like, well, yeah. So he started to put the little arm wrap on it for me, and I passed out on them. The pain, oh guys, when I tell you, I would not wish that pain on anyone. And anyone who's ever broken a bone, I'm sure you know, but I didn't have just one broken area. I had 3. So I had triple the pain. And so it makes sense that I passed out on them, because I couldn't handle the pain anymore. So they started giving me the fentanyl right there. The emergency people started shooting me up in an IV of fentanyl to help me. Hi, Tiff. My little helper now, setting up this beautiful live shot for me. And my sweetie moved it. Tiff's not here to fix it, and he accidentally moved it. So I got to leave it like it was. So that's okay. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Aw, hi, Tinny Ray. Mimi loves you. All right, real quick, guys. Some of you have probably already seen these. This is what it looked like. Days after the surgery, I was so swollen and bruised. Oh my gosh, guys, it was horrible. My hand was bruised, my arm, my wrist, everything was bruised. And I'm sure most of you have seen this. This is my scar from my my elbow to my shoulder. And it goes up past my shoulder, guys, up here, but I couldn't show that because it went over, it comes over the round part of my shoulder. So I have to leave it there. So I can't show that part, but I do have some other shots up close for you guys so that you can see what I'm dealing with. And my daughter, it was funny, she had to help me take a shower. Oh, what I put that girl through. I know, honey, you hate those pics. I had to take a shower. They wanted me to take a shower and have her wash the scar tissue and stuff. This is so funny, guys, because you never know what you're going to be afraid of. And so getting in the shower, I started to fear I was going to fall. And I didn't want to fall on my newly fixed arm. I mean, I guess it's a normal. I think that's normal to fear. What if I fall and I fall on my surgery site and I ruin everything? You know, the things that go through your mind when something like that happens. And my daughter was like, positive thoughts, which is true. I mean, you got to think positive. You can't let them sneaky old thoughts get in there and ruin your day. So that worked out. Got my shower and did what I was supposed to do. And get ready, Tiff. I'm going to put up another picture. This is a side shot the doctor let me have, so that I can put it in my memory book. And you can see up here where she put the shoulder back together, the other part of the shoulder, and the humerus. Clear down to my elbow. And that, and you guys, I don't have a lot of meat on my arm, so you can literally feel the plate in my arm. My daughter don't like that. She's like, ooh. Well, you can feel this big old plate in my arm. Goes clear up around the shoulder here, right there. And so that's why you guys couldn't see the part of the scar that runs this way, or I'd be showing you something you didn't want to see. And so that's she always like, I don't want to see those. She doesn't like to see the severity of what happened. It doesn't look pretty, I'll tell you guys. But when I go to therapy now, let me tell you, when I go to therapy, I'm not ashamed of my scar. It is what it is. I wear my, excuse me, guys, I wear my tank tops. I don't care. I have a battle scar. It's part of life, you know. You fall, you break a bone, you get up, and you move on. And the last shot that she gave me, I'm going to show you guys. Well, no, there's two more, guys. Here is the back side. This is what it looks like from the back. There's the start of the plate at the elbow, going up and around the shoulder up here. So you can see the whole plate there. And I tell you, when I look at these pictures, I am shocked that I did not realize just what happened to me. I mean, it took about a few days for me to understand what the surgeon, when I went Monday to see the surgeon, it took me talking to her, and still, I mean, even she had, the way I was talking to her, she finally looked at me and said, listen, I don't think you realize, I'll tell you why she said this first. My first option was not to go through surgery. That was my first option. I really don't want surgery. I don't want to be put to sleep, blah, blah, blah. And she looked me dead in the eye and she said, I don't think you realize how much damage you've done to your arm. And once she sat and told me, and I heard her, and I looked at the x-rays and everything they took at the hospital, then I'm like, let's get her done. Get her fixed. When are you going to do it? And she said, I can do it Thursday, which was a couple of days after Monday. I thought, okay. And I'll tell you what, guys, when I gave it to God, I was so calm. I was not nervous. I was calm. I just knew everything was going to be all right. I just knew. And when I woke up and came around from the surgery, yes, I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm here. And I'm fixed, and I have to just go through the motions and get healed and do therapy and try to get back to my normal self. Well, somewhat normal now, because they say once you do this kind of, oh, hi Jake, how are you, honey? They say once you do this kind of break, I mean, you're never going to be 100% normal, but maybe 98. You know, I mean, you can't be, it just never can be the way it was. So I just got to get it back where I can lift things again and do my crafts and all that happy stuff that I love to do. But some of you know that I put up a cute little thing, that singer that sings I'm Out of My Mind. That's how I felt with the pain. I put that up because I wanted you guys to know, yes, I do hurt sometimes too, and I do have issues, and so the pain was driving me out of my mind, and the boredom. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so bored, but there's only so much. I'm getting tired, guys. I gotta move on. Yeah, pain wears you out too, guys. Just showing you these pictures and holding up my arm has worn me out. And it makes sense because I won't be able to, I'm tired. Okay. I'm going to show you this last picture, and then I'll let you guys hurry up and ask some questions, and I hope that this video does help everyone truly know what happened. It just wasn't a normal break, guys, and that is why it's taking a long time. I have been doing some mini videos on Instagram, 7 days of inspiration, and those are for myself as well as you guys. I'm getting my arm, how do I want to word that? I'm trying to get my arm to be able to do videos without so much pain. So I'm practicing on Instagram for right now and putting up some mini videos there, working my arm, working my hand, working the muscles in my arm. The doctor explained to me, and I'll tell you this real quick, guys. Is there a seat you can sit while live? Yes, I'm sitting now. Yes, I do sit. I wouldn't be able to stand in a live. I mean, I get tired just sitting, but during the surgery, the doctor explained to me why it's so hard on me with my muscles. During this kind of surgery, they have to pull your muscles and tendons up and out of the way. So they are stretching your muscles, stretching your tendons, and that is why there was so much extreme bruising, because they had to hook them and pull them up and out of the way so she can put the plate in place and get the bone perfectly together. So you can imagine working on my upper shoulder the way she did, pulling those muscles and tendons out of the way. Yeah, they're going to be sore for a long time. So that will explain a little bit to you why my arm tires out so fast, because the muscles are not healed yet. The tendons are not healed yet. So I'm hoping by doing some mini videos on Instagram, it will strengthen those muscles and tendons and not allow them to be so weak. And yes, I did get the doctor's permission. Yes, yes, yes. In case any of you are wondering, I did get her permission Yes, 5 C-sections. Yeah, so I mean, I had a C-section, so I can compare that, girl. And I'll tell you, that's painful. But I pray that you guys never have to experience what I have gone through. I will pray that for every one of you. Um, I do not like it. And I'm going to tell you that. I do not like it. But the positivity of that is that I'm working hard to get my arm back. I will not just sit back and cry and complain. I am doing good in therapy. They're happy with my progress. I need to rest when I need to rest, and I work when I need to work. So hopefully by doing some mini videos, making my muscles work, and because when you're pushing those buttons on those videos, it's not like I just talk. I have to look for the pictures, and so I'm constantly moving my fingers, constantly moving them to make the videos and to click the right things, to put all the fun things in there, and then I have to search the music, so I have to move my finger. Look how long my nails are getting during my recovery, guys. They are growing so long. I gotta trim them back a little bit. I'm gonna have witch's claws here pretty soon. Look at that. They are so long. Just the pain of the pulled tendon, yes. And that's one thing I did ask the doctor about, Heather, is because I'm like, why? I mean, I understand a bone is going to hurt, but this feels like worse pain than just I feel like the pain is coming from somewhere else. And she said it is. It's coming from your muscles and your tendons. That's why you are so bruised the way you are. I'm like, oh, now that makes sense. So, yeah. Now, here is the last picture, guys. I hope you can see this. This is an up close that she gave me of the upper shoulder. I really hope you guys look at that mangled mess up there. She has 3 screws going this way. Can you see them? 3 here, and the other 3 are here. Can you guys see that okay? I know the pictures, I tried to do the best I could. You can't darken these x-ray things, but here's those 3 right here, and then the other 3 go up here into the shoulder. Can you see that fairly well? But that's the mangled mess of my poor shoulder. And that's what they're working on right now in therapy. We're working on the rotation of my shoulder now. I have to learn how to move my arm again. I have to learn how to rotate it. I have to learn how to shrug. All that, she said, is going to take time. And so I got to be sure not to lean onto anything. You know how sometimes you go to lean and you put your hand down? I got to be careful. I can't lean and I can't pull anything. So no pushing and pulling. And during therapy, they just rotate it for me, and as soon as they see me flinch, that's when they stop, because they know they can't. The arm isn't willing to go any further than that for right now. So once I get through all that, TENS unit would help calm the pain signals. Aquatherapy, I asked about that, and she shook her head and said, let's just stick with this for right now. So, I mean, I think, and I don't know how many of you watched the video where I told you that I had brittle bone disease. So that, I think, is what she's worried about, and she wants someone to have a hold of my arm and feel it while they're working, because therapists can feel. They're trained to feel your bones and your muscles and your tendons, so they can feel if they go too far. They got to make sure they don't go too far. And I think because of my brittle bone disease, she's taking caution with me to make sure that the bone really comes together the way it's supposed to. I think that's why she used, I believe, I'd have to count them again, but I think off the top of my head there's 19 screws in my arm, and I forget how many inches she said the plate was. 150. No, that's not right. I think it would be more, because 150 centimeters would be, what, 10 inches? Somebody look that up if you want to. I know it's longer than 10 inches, I believe. Because it goes from my arm clear up to my shoulder plate where those 6 screws are. So maybe it is 10 inches. I mean, might be. I don't know. Aqua therapy can go in the water with you. Oh. Well, I had asked about that, and she shook her head, so I guess she didn't want to talk about that at that moment. I can ask her after. I got quite a bit of therapy to go through, Heather, so I'll mention it again in the future, and see how things go. But I am really glad today that I got an opportunity to answer a lot of questions. Why is it taking so long? That has been answered. Am I doing better? Yes. I'm going to answer that one. Yes, I'm doing much better than I was. The pain is still intense. I'm getting to where I can use the arm a little bit. Can't lift anything. So that question's been answered. Mentally, I'm a little bummed, guys. I'm bummed out because I'm bored. I can't do a lot. I watch a lot of your videos. I scroll and I visit people. I visited Queen Bee, Heather, Paula. Now I don't leave a comment. You know how that is when you're not feeling good. You sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But like I said to my girlfriend the other day, there's only so many videos you can watch, because then if you feel like that's all you're doing. So I have to change it up, and that's why I asked the doctor if I could start trying to do some mini videos on Instagram, working my hand and my arm. And of course she's going to be all for that. That's a little bit of exercise where I'm not lifting or pushing and pulling. So it makes sense. Don't worry about leaving comments. Oh, thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think there was a couple of years I didn't leave a comment, but I saw what you were up to. I watched some of the Instagram ones from you guys, what you put up on Instagram. But I really miss the games. I miss the games terribly. I miss doing the puzzles. And so now that I got 7 days of inspiration done, I feel okay. So I might put up some find and seek puzzles. I don't know if you guys would like those. I can do. I've been thinking about doing, you know how you search, you see a shadow of something and then you have to search for the object. Would you guys like me to do those? Because I can make the shadow of the object and then hide the object in the video, and then you look at the shadow image and find the object in the video. So I can put those up, I'm sure. And if you guys have any ideas on easy breezy puzzle games that I can do that's not going to overwork my hand or my arm, I can do those. If you have some ideas, I would appreciate that. What she knows is that I'm beginning ready to be a mother in January. Oh, see, I'm not going to share that, Paula. That's up to you to share, girl. Okay, yeah, I don't share nobody's business ever unless they want to share it. So let's congratulate her. Gonna be a mother in January. Thanks for sharing that, girl. Oh, wow, Heather, you haven't filmed in weeks? You are. I hate getting behind. Guys, I hate being behind, but that's okay. You know what? Life goes on. You move up and move on, and That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You just keep going. You're welcome, hon. You're welcome. Congratulations, Paula, from Queen Bees, babies and stuff. But like I said, if any of you did not make the live and you have some easy breezy, Angel gave me a couple of good ideas, which I really love. Now that I did the videos on Instagram, and I mean, they're easy, but not easy, if that makes sense, guys. You know, because when you work those muscles, even the tiniest bit, you wear out quick. So they got to be some easy puzzles. If you think of anything, just email me, shoot me an Instagram message, however you want to do it. And watch those 7 days of inspiration. Like I said, guys, they have not only been for me, but for you guys too, to give you inspiration no matter what happens in your life. Move on, be happy, stay positive. All right, guys, the floor is yours. Do you have any other questions? I think I've answered all the questions about my surgery, my health, where I am right now, how I am right now. Yeah, everything's answered. The word ones we had sounded out were fun. The word one, oh, okay. Yeah, those, I don't know. I mean, there were probably maybe 4 or 5 of you who loved those. I want to try to do some fun puzzles that more people would get interested in. So I might be able to do some word ones, but twist them up and make them a little easier, a little different. I'll have to use my brain and try to put that together to make it easy. See how I can make it easier for everyone. And this little baby right here, I want to share real quick. I had just gotten her, the little thumb sucker, before I broke my arm. I was going to share her with you guys, but I wanted to put her in here so you can see her. But once I'm able to hold her and really show you how she's put together, I will do that. But she is a beautiful baby. And then another baby that arrived right after my surgery was my silicone baby. I cannot wait. I can't show you that baby, unfortunately, until I can lift her. She is over 5 pounds. Beautiful silicone baby. I'm so happy to share her with you guys. And I will be doing some work on her and after my arm heals. So as soon as I'm able to lift her, I will share her also. And these 2 beautiful dolls here, they are brand new too, but you can't see the bride, maybe part of her dress, and the doll over there, brand new. And I was going to share those too on the day I got injured. So that all got put to a standstill, but I wanted to put them in the video right now for you guys to see. Thank you, Ashley. How about you give us a word and see how many words. Oh, yes, that's easy breezy. Yes, thank you, Ashley. I love that idea. And then give you a cash prize for that. Yes, I love that. It would be so much easier on me. I love that idea. Yeah, that one was popular. I had a lot of people enter that word one I did once before. Paula said the word ones were hard. Yeah, you're talking about the ones where you had to put the, figure out what they said. Yeah, those were hard for a few people. Congratulations on your new, oh, thank you, Heather. I'm so sad that I can't really show you guys my beautiful silicone. I haven't even given her a name because of everything being in the air right now. But hey, May 25th is going to come faster than lightning. Before I know it, I'm going to be back to myself with the little changes here and there. But hey, that's life. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. Exciting. Oh, okay, I already read that one. Love the Barbie dolls. Oh, thank you. I have a lot of those to share too. And I want to share the case I have up there with all the movie dolls in it, but I haven't been able to do that. A lot of things got put to the wayside for right now. But at least you guys know you got something to look forward to. Not only some word games, but some beautiful Barbie dolls, baby dolls, and more. Thank you guys for being a part of my channel. Thank you for being in my life and friend and YouTubers, game players, everyone. You mean the world to me. Till then, in the next live, guys, when I'm able to do one, I will see you in another video. Thank you for coming today. And if you haven't been able to make the live and you've watched this to the end, thank you so much. And I hope the update helps you to understand what is going on in my world.